A human spaceship appears in orbit. Everyone is shocked. The human is skilled, resourceful, and has technology unfamiliar to the aliens. The Queen herself descends to meet him. Her appearance is mesmerizing, regal yet intimidating. Suspense builds. The Queen states, "Give me that human, or your world dies." The human is confused but senses her power and the gravity of the threat. The Queen reveals the cosmic threat, a massive asteroid heading straight for the planet, powered by alien tech that only the human can disable. Citizens are desperate. The human becomes their only hope. Tension rises. Can one human really save an entire alien world? Welcome to my channel Starlight Sci-Fi Stories. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. The sky over Xylaris was a storm of fire and shadow. Clouds twisted in unnatural patterns, lit by flashes of violet lightning that split the air with deafening cracks. The city below lay in ruins. Buildings, once shimmering with alien technology, now crumbled under the weight of neglect and fear. Smoke rose from shattered towers, mixing with the heavy, metallic scent of ozone. The people moved like ghosts, their eyes hollow, their hearts heavy. The alien world had always been strong, vibrant, full of life and innovation. But something had changed. Something terrible. A threat from the cosmos had arrived, a massive asteroid, unlike anything the scientists had seen before, hurtling toward their planet. And it was not just a natural disaster. This asteroid moved with purpose, guided by unknown forces, and every attempt to stop it had failed. In the Great Hall of Xylaris, the Council of Elders convened. Their faces were tense, etched with worry. The Queen of Xylaris, tall and regal, with silver eyes that glowed faintly in the dim light, stood at the center. Her voice carried authority that no one dared question. "This asteroid will destroy us," she said, her tone calm but firm. "Our weapons cannot stop it. Our technology is failing. We have no choice." A low murmur spread through the council chamber. The elders exchanged worried glances. One of them, a thin, gray-skinned alien named Varel, spoke up. "There is a legend, a human," he said, his voice trembling. "A human has the power to stop such destruction. But humans are unpredictable. Can we even trust one?" The Queen's eyes narrowed. "Trust is irrelevant. Survival is our only option. Bring the human to me. I will do whatever it takes." Meanwhile, orbiting above Xylaris, a human spacecraft cut through the alien atmosphere with ease. It moved silently, gliding past alien defense satellites that scanned for threats. Inside the cockpit, Captain Aaron Hale checked his instruments. The human pilot was alert, cautious, and aware that every decision he made could change the fate of an entire alien civilization. Aaron had been traveling through deep space when he intercepted a distress signal from Xylaris. Something in the data intrigued him. It wasn't just a call for help, it was a request for him, specifically. A human, and for reasons he didn't yet understand, he felt compelled to answer. As his ship descended, the atmosphere of Xylaris burned around him. Heat and energy flared against the hull, and the ship shuddered from turbulence. He activated the landing protocols and touched down near the ruins of the capital city. The streets were empty, the silence deafening. Aaron stepped out, his boots crunching on the debris-littered ground. The air smelled strange, metallic, like electricity and rain mixed together. He glanced around, noting the towering alien structures and the faint glow of energy lines still pulsing faintly in the walls. A sudden movement caught his eye. Guards, tall, armored, and armed with strange energy weapons, emerged from the shadows. Their eyes glowed faintly, scanning him with suspicion. "You are the human?" one of them asked in a deep, resonant voice. "I am," Aaron replied cautiously. "I received your signal. What's happening here?" The alien guard hesitated, then motioned for him to follow. They led him through narrow streets, over broken bridges, and past ruins that still smoldered. Every step he took felt heavy, the weight of the planet's suffering pressing down on him. Finally, they arrived at the throne chamber. It was vast, domed, and filled with a soft, eerie light. At the center stood the Queen. She was even more magnificent up close, tall, graceful, with silver eyes that seemed to pierce through him. Her presence was commanding, yet there was an unmistakable hint of desperation in her expression. "You are the human," she said, her voice smooth but firm. "I am Queen Solara. I do not have time for games. Give me your cooperation, and I will ensure the survival of your kind and mine." Aaron frowned. "I don't understand. Why me? I'm just one man. How can I save an entire planet?" The Queen's gaze hardened. Your species has abilities that ours cannot match. Your ingenuity, your courage, it is the only thing that can stop what is coming." Before he could ask another question, alarms blared throughout the chamber. The asteroid had entered the planet's orbit, and its trajectory was even faster than predicted. The Queen's guards scrambled, but she raised a hand, stopping them. "Enough," she said. "I will handle this." Aaron's heart pounded. "Handle it? What do you mean?" Xylaris' voice dropped, cold and urgent. "I will not survive this alone. Give me your trust, or watch everything you care about perish. Your world may not matter to you yet, but you will understand the consequences soon enough." Aaron studied her, weighing his options. There was something genuine in her plea, something beyond politics or power. The air seemed to hum with tension, and he knew that refusing her could mean the end of an entire civilization, and possibly countless other lives beyond Xylaris. "I'll help," he said finally. "But I need to know exactly what I'm up against." The Queen's eyes flickered with relief. "Follow me. You will see everything." They moved through the palace corridors, descending into the heart of the city's defense center. Screens and holograms displayed the asteroid, a colossal, jagged mass of rock and unknown energy, moving toward Xylaris with terrifying speed. The council members hovered over consoles, desperate, their faces pale. "This is controlled," the Queen explained. "It is no ordinary asteroid. It has been engineered to survive any natural defense. Only a human device can disable it." Aaron leaned closer to examine the readings. "And you're telling me I can stop it?" "Just me. You are not just a human," Xylaris said. "You are the key. We have technology that will guide you, but it requires your mind, your creativity, your humanity." A loud rumble shook the chamber. The asteroid was closer. Cracks appeared in the floor as the building vibrated with the planet's tension. Citizens were screaming in the streets outside, but inside, the Queen's presence steadied everyone. "You must act quickly," she said. "The device you will use is dangerous. It will test you, physically and mentally. But without it, nothing will survive." Aaron nodded. He felt the weight of responsibility pressing on his shoulders. One wrong move, one miscalculation, and billions could die. He looked at the Queen. Despite her royal composure, there was fear in her eyes, a fear that mirrored the planet's desperation. "Where do we start?" he asked. Xylaris handed him a small, sleek device. Its surface shimmered with alien runes and soft light. "This is the catalyst. It is keyed to your neural patterns. Only you can operate it. With it, you can neutralize the asteroid. But beware, the process will not be easy. The asteroid is protected by an energy shield, powered by unknown technology. You will face resistance. You may not survive." Aaron's pulse quickened. "And if I fail?" "Failure is not an option," she replied, her voice firm. "Xylaris will fall. Your world may also suffer. Time is running out." The alarms blared again. The asteroid's path was now visible in the sky above, glowing ominously as it cut through the atmosphere. Citizens scattered, seeking shelter, but Aaron and Xylaris were already moving toward the launch platform. Outside, the city was chaos. Fires raged in the streets. Aliens sold. Eyes struggled to maintain order. And above it all, the asteroid grew larger, a terrifying presence in the sky. Aaron took a deep breath. He had faced danger before. He had fought pirates, rogue planets, and cosmic storms, but this was different. This was a world depending on him. Xylaris placed a hand on his shoulder. "We have no choice but to act. You are humanity's best hope, and ours." He nodded, gripping the catalyst tightly. Together, they moved toward the alien spacecraft that would carry him into the asteroid's path. The engines roared to life, shaking the platform, and as they lifted off, the asteroid seemed to pulse with energy, as if aware of their presence. Aaron's mind raced. He didn't know what awaited him, what dangers the asteroid held, or if he could truly succeed. But he knew one thing: he had to try. As the spacecraft soared into the dark expanse of space, Xylaris' voice echoed in his mind, "Give me that human, and your world will survive." The countdown to disaster had begun, and the fate of an entire civilization now rested in the hands of one human. The human spacecraft cut through the black void of space, leaving the crumbling cities of Xylaris far below. Outside the cockpit, stars shimmered coldly, but Aaron Hale's focus was on the asteroid. It had grown enormous, a jagged, glowing monolith suspended in space. Strange energy pulses radiated from it, cracking the vacuum with faint ripples of light. Aaron gripped the catalyst tightly. Its surface hummed in response to his neural patterns. The device was alive, almost sentient, as if it understood the stakes better than he did. He glanced at the Queen's words, replaying them in his mind. "Give me that human, and your world will survive." A sudden alarm flared. The asteroid's energy field had shifted. Protective drones, unknown in design, began to emerge from its surface, their movements precise and deadly. They were not natural. They were guardians, programmed to eliminate anything that threatened the asteroid's path. Aaron's eyes narrowed. This isn't just a rock. It's a fortress. The catalyst glowed brighter. Tiny symbols floated above its surface, displaying schematics that only Aaron could decipher. His mind raced. Every human skill, every instinct for survival and innovation, had to be used now. Step 1. Breach. He maneuvered the spacecraft carefully, dodging energy pulses and debris. The asteroid's surface was covered with jagged crystalline formations, some vibrating with lethal energy. Aaron activated the catalyst, aiming at a weak point highlighted by the device. A blast of energy shot out, carving a path through the crystalline surface. The asteroid shuddered, and a section of the shield flickered. But the drones were relentless. They swarmed toward him, tiny, yet fast, firing beams of concentrated energy. Aaron ducked, rolled the craft, and fired back using the ship's limited weapons. The catalyst, sensing his stress, released a shockwave that temporarily disabled the drones. Not bad for a human, he muttered to himself, smirking despite the danger. Step 2. Infiltration. The spacecraft docked with a hollow cavity inside the asteroid. Aaron's pulse raced as he stepped into the corridor. Strange energy flowed along the walls like molten light, and alien symbols pulsed, almost like a heartbeat. The device guided him further into the asteroid's core. He could feel the immense power contained here. Every step brought a low hum to his ears, vibrating with the energy of a planet-ending weapon. And then he saw it, a chamber at the center, where a massive reactor glowed with a furious orange light. The asteroid wasn't just a rock, it was a machine, powered by technology far beyond anything humans had ever created. Aaron approached the reactor, reading the schematics displayed by the catalyst. "I can reroute the energy, but it will take precision," he whispered. "One wrong move, and it all blows." Suddenly, the chamber shook violently. The asteroid's automated defenses had detected his presence. Energy tendrils shot toward him, forcing him to leap aside. He rolled, slid, and activated the catalyst. A shield enveloped him for a brief moment, allowing him to dodge the deadly strikes. Sweat dripped down his forehead. His heart raced, but the human determination burned brighter. Failure was not an option. He thought of Xylaris, the Queen, and all the innocent lives depending on him. Step 3. The sacrifice. Aaron began the complex process of rerouting the energy. It required synchronizing his mind with the catalyst, matching frequencies and understanding alien technology in ways no human had ever attempted. Hours, or maybe minutes, time felt distorted, passed as he worked, sweat and fear mingling in his veins. At one point, the energy field surged violently, nearly overwhelming him. A voice echoed in his mind, not human, not alien, but part of the catalyst itself. "Human, are you willing to risk your life to complete this task?" Aaron hesitated for a fraction of a second, then nodded firmly. "Yes, for them, for everyone." The device responded, glowing with blinding light. The energy rerouted through the catalyst, flowing back toward the asteroid's surface, weakening the shield and disabling its propulsion system. The drones faltered, their control lost. The asteroid began to slow, its trajectory shifting away from Xylaris. But the reaction caused a massive backlash. Energy exploded within the chamber, throwing Aaron to the ground. Sparks flew, and the catalyst's glow dimmed. The human grit, however, would not yield. Crawling forward, he placed the catalyst directly onto the core interface, his body straining against the lethal energy. The climax, humanity triumphed with a final push. Aaron synchronized fully with the catalyst. Light burst from the core, shooting outward like the sun itself. The asteroid shook, pieces of rock and energy fragments breaking off into space. The drones disintegrated, their programming destroyed. And then, with a soundless wave, the asteroid began to break apart. Aaron fell to his knees, exhausted, the catalyst now dormant in his hands. He looked out through a viewport. Xylaris was safe. The planet, battered but alive, slowly came into view, its citizens cheering as the asteroid's remnants harmlessly disintegrated in the upper atmosphere. He had done it. Humanity had done it. Aftermath, a new Bond Aaron spacecraft returned to Xylaris, touching down near the capital. Citizens rushed forward, eyes wide with wonder and gratitude. The Queen awaited him, standing tall despite the chaos that had surrounded her people. Her silver eyes shone with admiration, and a faint, almost imperceptible smile curved her lips. You did it, she said softly. Against all odds, you saved us. Aaron nodded, exhausted but relieved. I didn't do it alone. The catalyst guided me, but it was my choice to act. I couldn't let your world die. The Queen studied him. You are extraordinary. Your courage, your ingenuity, humanity has a strength that surpasses anything I have known. You have proven yourselves. The citizens cheered again, and Aaron felt a strange warmth, a sense of belonging even on this alien world. He realized something important. It wasn't just technology or strength that mattered, it was determination, quick thinking, and the willingness to take risks. Humans were unpredictable, yes, but in that unpredictability lay power. A personal connection. The Queen stepped closer. Aaron Hale, your actions today will be remembered forever. But I must ask something more. Will you stay? Our people could use a human advisor, someone who understands courage, creativity, and survival. Aaron smiled faintly, shaking his head. I have my own world to protect. But I will return if you ever need me. She nodded. There was understanding in her eyes, and maybe even respect. Then go, human. You have done enough for now. But know this, Xylaris will never forget what you have done. Foreshadowing the future. As Aaron's ship lifted off again, the Queen watched him disappear into the sky. Behind her, Xylaris began the slow work of rebuilding. The planet had survived a catastrophe, but the cosmos was vast, and threats were never truly gone. And somewhere far beyond the stars, another danger stirred, an unknown force that even the Queen could not yet predict. But one thing was certain. Humans had shown their strength, and perhaps, just perhaps, the galaxy had underestimated them. Aaron gazed out at the stars, feeling the weight of what had just happened. Humanity had triumphed, but he knew this was only the beginning. The universe was full of dangers, challenges, and mysteries, and he would face them all, because humans never gave up. Ending scene. The camera pans over Xylaris. The skies are clearing, cities begin to glow with life again. Citizens smile, children play among the ruins, and the alien world, saved by the courage of one human, breathes once more. And far in the distance, Aaron's spacecraft disappears into the black expanse of space, ready for the next adventure.